Good morning, friends. It is once again Thursday morning. It is July the 14th, 2022. I'm Jackie King here with Sarah. I'm the owner of Yana Healing and Balance, and I'm also a Genius biofeedback practitioner. So what that means is that I use frequencies as a form of energy healing to help my clients reestablish a sense of balance in their body. So what we're going to do is to go ahead and get started. I want to show you a basic scan, an aura scan, a basic assessment of what is going to show up in Sarah's scan, explain that a little bit, run the scan, and then see the differences in her aura. So let me try to do this once again. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, can you see that? Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do is to gather a 15-second recording of Sarah's voice. And she's going to say the vowels, her name, and then a quick affirmation statement or simply the vowels again. So if you are ready, Sarah, I'll count down 3, 2, 1, and then you can go. 3, 2, 1, go.
A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. A-E-I-O-U. I am free and powerful and open to receive. A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. A-E-I.
Perfect. Okay, now what we're going to do is to go ahead and start this voice harmonics analyzation. And this is some pretty amazing technology that was developed at MIT using voice to determine imbalances that are in the body and see where we might need to focus some attention. Okay, and this is a picture that I have of Sarah. You okay if we use this picture? Okay, so we'll start analyzing that. Nobody ever likes their picture, do they? All right, so energy scan is complete. Now, what we can also do with Genius is to overlay the energy from positive words or affirmations. So should we put some of that in there as well today? What do you think? Okay, so tell me a couple of words. From what I remember, it was I am free and open to receive. Okay. Okay. Now we'll start this analysis. See what we need to address as far as mind, body, and biofield. And how Genius is categorized here is that everything is separated in mind, body, biofield. Okay, and we can take a deeper look into each of those categories. When things are highlighted in red, it means that there is some kind of acute situation that might need to be addressed today. And when things are highlighted in blue, such as the infection, energetic down here, it means that things are of more of a chronic nature. So what I want to do, because I really want to focus on just a basic assessment, but I don't necessarily want to disregard any of these other things that are on here as well, is that we can look at providing a little bit of energy to each of those areas specifically. So we're going to look at this general overview, analyze that, and it's going to show us all of the high areas, the things that are acute, and then all of the low areas. These are the highs that came up on Sarah's assessment, and I'm going to run this frequencies for about 2 minutes just so that they get addressed. Maybe. Full moon, right? So even when we address one area of the body, we know that because of how interconnected the body is, it's going to somehow affect that other areas of the body as well. So we don't necessarily have to look at every specific thing that pops up on here. So we can't affect the mind without also affecting the body and the spirit, basically, because we are such complex individuals. But it seems like that's how Western medicine is, right? Just look at, why does your arm hurt? Fix that, instead of looking at, well, it might really be an emotional issue. So, but that's okay. That's okay. Things are moving and shifting in the right direction. You doing okay? Okay.
Yeah, I like watching the graphics and listening to you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my internet connection is so bad. It keeps freezing. Come on, Spectrum, come into our neighborhood. Okay, so we had a very low percentage of rectification, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all right. We're going to keep going. We're going to look at things that are more of a chronic situation right now, and give those a little bit of attention as well. Yeah, the tones from this are a little bit relaxing, aren't they?
It's still, I mean, you've done these for me several times, and it still sometimes shocks me how accurate some of the things that I'm not even paying attention to will show up as an issue. And I'm just like, oh yeah, now I see it, you know?
Right. And it's like we were talking before we started recording, is how so many times we just kind of bury things down just so that we can keep functioning through the day. You know, well, yeah, I've got this headache or this backache or whatever it is, but that's okay because I have to take care of my family. I have to cook 3 meals. I have to go shopping, grocery shopping, whatever it is. We just have to go, go, go. One of my clients for the emotion code, because that's a perfect example of how we bury things down and how we get so used to dragging that stuff with us, these emotions that don't serve us. Said to me, It's like putting on a pair of comfortable old slippers. You're just so used to it. But when you start paying attention to it and making those little changes, then you start feeling better. You start noticing those little subtle shifts. This one was much better. It's 25%. So let's go ahead and, silly me, forgot to do the aura scan, but we're going to do it right now. Because even, running the frequencies just like we did for 2 minutes and 2 minutes, oh, that's really pretty, can make a difference in shifting things in your aura. Okay. Now, as we said, we're going to do kind of just the general assessment. And then I want to take a look at a couple things in the libraries, if that is okay. So we're going to look at today's stress. So adrenal, cardiovascular, and immune system. We're going to put all of those things down into what is called our main hold tray. And then when we accumulate all of those things that are of concern to us, we're going to run frequencies to address those. And I'm going to put inflammation in here because that number is a little bit higher than what we would typically like. And we have hormonal, things that are more of a chronic nature, and acid. We're going to look at body systems, endocrine and immune came up again. Fighting something, got something going on, not that you know of. Skeletal and respiratory. We're going to look at the organ systems, gallbladder. We're going to put brain in here. It's a little bit high. We're going to put eyes in here too, and skin. Skin is the largest organ that we have.
The brain is actually lower than it has been.
That's good. So
Yeah.
things are moving and shifting.
That's
It's
always
awesome.
good to see.
Yes. Slow and steady progress, right? Okay, let's take a look at glands. Endocrine system, adrenal came up again. How's your sleep lately?
It's been a little better, yeah.
Good.
My adrenals is totally top. Like, I have no energy, but
Uh-oh.
I mean, I see why the adrenals are popping up is, yeah, that totally hits on.
Okay. You doing some other adrenal support stuff?
No, but I need to. The minerals had popped up a couple times in one of the other ones as really low. So I think that's part of, I think I'm just stressing them out.
Yeah. Time to slow down and listen to what your body says. Yeah, hard to do sometimes, isn't it? All right. Let's look at digestion. And that digestion is our first line of defense in the immune system. So, whoops, go back. Mouth, enzymes, and large intestine, and we're going to put liver in there as well. And let's take a look at Bach flower essences. And we will we will take a couple of these, and the Bach flower essences are really pretty interesting. It's 38 different remedies, if you will, that Dr. Bach created, studied, that had particular characteristics regarding some kind of emotional state. So the ones that have come up today for you, agrimony, which has to do with mental torture behind a cheerful face. So whatever that means for you. Red chestnut, over concern for the welfare of loved ones. Being a mom and a wife, of course, right? And let's look at the ones that are more chronic. Rescue remedy has come up. Let's see, where is that on my paper? I'm going to have to come back to that one. Olive has to do with exhaustion following mental or physical effort. And you just said how your adrenals are in the state that they are, and it's hard to have any kind of energy. So let's see. Rescue remedy is not on this sheet either, which is interesting. I will find it and I will talk to you about
Rescue
it.
remedy is like high stress, like PTSD.
Oh, wow. Well,
Yeah.
that makes sense to you?
Yeah. When my kids are having like nightmares, or like I have an animal that's been attacked, and
Oh,
I will put the rescue remedy on them, and it will actually help them to, like, if a chicken's chased by the dogs and it's
yeah.
freaking out, like their heart can actually give out just from
Wow.
the trauma, the scare. So I will
Sure.
actually put rescue remedy on them for that.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Thank you. That's good to know. All right. So I also want to look at the libraries, and the libraries are specific groups of frequencies that we can direct toward a specific condition or situation that client might be dealing with today. So there's all kinds of things in here, anywhere from allergies to weight loss to creating abundance, angelic shield. And I'm going to run this and see what comes up. Excuse me, for Sarah. Okay, so top of the list is the amethyst biomat, a grounding mat. That is the one that is way up there. Let's go ahead and just put that in there. I've got one of those mats on my massage table, and I'll tell you what, it is the best money that I have ever spent. Let's look at releasing trauma. And these are all essential oils that have to do with that. 3 Wise Men basil. Okay. There are several libraries here, but I think what I want to do, as Sarah and I had kind of talked just a little bit prior to starting the recording, she didn't have any big complaints, although what I want to do is to look at Eden Energy Medicine and put some of those finds into our main whole tray. Neurolymphatic massage, freeing the diaphragm and frozen energies. That's interesting. Okay. We'll look at Prune Harris. Okay. And let's see. So this is immune resistance as well. Your immune system came up a couple times in the initial scan. So what we can do is to put these frequencies in here: spring water, photonic, bare root, glutathione, the biomat, which has already been added in here, but we'll put all of those things in here that are highlighted in red. Essential oils: frankincense, myrrh, cinnamon, thyme, clove, lemon, lime, rosemary, melissa, lemon balm, rosewood, tea tree. Those are some powerful oils. This yoni, vaginal, womb herb, tampons. Excuse me. Okay. And these are the things that are listed as a more chronic need right now. SCIT. Come on, Jackie. Corona, COVID-19, and all mutations. Quercetin. The Rife code for coronavirus. Solar sun gazing. And there's another coronavirus Rife code. Okay. All right. See if there's anything down here. It's carbon C60, David Wolf activated super charcoal. You ever done charcoal as a like a detox kind of thing? Me too. All right. I think that right now we probably have enough in our tray. We're going to look at this. This is our main whole tray, everything that we have gathered when we did this assessment. So we analyze it. And then these are categorized as things that are high, medium, or low, not necessarily importance, because everything is important. But it's just how they have come up, high, medium, or low. So what I like to do is, just because there's not really that many things in here, is we're going to go ahead and run all of them. And even if we run those just for 5 minutes, we're going to have a significant change in the aura. And Sarah is one that is very sensitive to energy, and she generally can feel these frequencies when we run them. So what's interesting about energy medicine is that, I mean, it was discovered years and years and years ago by some of the greats, Einstein, Nikola Tesla. They knew that that was the way of the future, the way that things would be going. And many people are hopping on board with this and seeing profound differences in their overall well-being. But we're in the Midwest, and sometimes things are a little bit harder for people to grasp the understanding of. That's okay. we keep on trying. But what we do is to basically to match the frequency of that we want to achieve, and then we can achieve that outcome. So it's kind of like when we, everybody always says, express love, express gratitude, those things will come back to you. And that is very true. When we can show gratitude for anything, that is exactly what we attract to us. We are able to raise our own overall vibrational frequency to that level. When we keep our vibrational frequency up to a certain standard, it's over 62 megahertz, then we are maintaining a greater state of health and well-being. It's when our frequency starts dropping below that, then we start seeing signs and symptoms of illness, discomfort, pain, dis-ease. But we start changing and shifting that, then the signs and symptoms of illness and or disease start reversing. Anything that you would like to add to this?
Just how frequencies are everywhere. They're everything. And to look into some of the, I'm constantly telling my niece, yeah, everything you say has meaning. It has, look at is it Maserati? I always say it wrong. His name, the water, when he puts the words on the water.
Masaru Emoto. Yes. Yeah. That is so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just fascinating to me as to how the water can change with merely writing the words on there. It's just constantly that frequency is we're putting into it, we're picking it up, we're shifting it around. Yeah.
It really is. I love that. I have one of his books, and I'm looking at that all of the time. And I have lost internet connection, it looks like, and I apologize for that.
I can still hear it.
Yeah, they're still running.
Yeah, I still hear it.
People are so quick to say negative words, and they forget what an impact that they have. And, when we can stop and think, when we can be more mindful about the words that we say, then we can make a more profound difference, I think, in our lives and in the lives of others. So you have balanced at 40%, which is what we are looking to achieve. How are you feeling?
Good. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go back here. Let's find the aura and rescan your aura. So here's our oh, you can't see it. Oh, I love technology. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's really cool. So you've got like a lot of green on your right side, like a turquoise color on your left, and then green is all underneath. That all has to do with, well, the green with heart chakra, calm, restorative, and abundant. You are opening and operating from your fourth heart chakra level. Many empaths radiate with green energy along with pink. There you go. Perfect, right?
Right.
Okay. Yay. I
I mean,
consider it.
accurate, that's for sure.
I'm sorry, say again.
Accurate for sure.
I think so. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Well, I am impressed with this. Let me stop sharing the screen since I lost that part of it anyway. So I'm
That's okay.
happy with the progress. I'm glad that you are feeling well. Do you have any questions for me?
Not that I can. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for being here, and I will look forward to seeing you again. Let me stop recording this.